In this piecewise function, they will ask you for the limit of f of x as the x approaches 1 from the negative side. Since it's from the negative side, you will have to use this equation. Since here the x is smaller than 1, that means that it's coming in a graph, it would come from the negative side. So you use this equation, x2 minus 1. You just have to plug in the 1. So it will be 1 to the second power minus 1, which will equal 1 minus 1, which will equal 0. And they will also ask you for the limit of f of x as x approaches 1 from the positive side. So you will have to use this equation, since here the x is bigger than 1, bigger or equal. You plug in 1 in the equation, which would give you negative 1. And if they ask you also for the limit of f of x as x approaches 1 from both sides, since the answers are not the same, this limit will not exist.
Okay, so now we have the graph, so we can visualize it better. So here we have the two functions, and they're asking for the limit of 1 coming from the negative side. So here we have the graph coming from the negative side, it ends in 0. So the answer of this limit is 0. Now they're asking for the limit of 1 coming from the positive side. So now we come from the graph from the right side, and it ends in negative 1. So the answer of this one is negative 1. And now we have to find the limit of 1 coming from both sides. But the problem here is that we don't have the same point. So basically here the limit does not exist.
Yeah. So in this case, we have to find this function by definition. Here we're just going to continue to make the functions with the formula. So it goes like this. And here what we have to do is multiply the 2 with the x plus h. And the negative function just goes like this. After that, we're just going to make it all together. So it's like this. What we do is this, 2x plus 2h minus 5, 2x. What we do here is that we cross multiply in order to get the function. So 5 times 2x minus 5 and 2x plus 2h. And in the bottom, what we do is multiply these two. 2x plus h. Here we notice that we can have a square of this one that we're going to do later on. So then it goes like this, minus 10x plus, no, it's minus 10h. So here, what I said, you get the 2x squared and you leave the x alone. Here we notice that we can cancel these two. So we have this. Here we as well notice that we cancel the x. And the final answer, after we simplify, is this one.